Hello everyone, I hope you are well and fine. Today we have a plasma TV. The TV is dead. His name is Samsung. Brand is ps42c450b1. Okay, the TV is dead. No light, no sound, no picture. Okay, no really click. Okay, and no light here. No light here for standby. Okay. Okay, wait. We have to open this TV and look inside. Okay. The TV inside look like this. Okay. This is a main board and a T-con control. This is X board. This is Y board, okay, with the buffer up and buffer low and the buffer board, okay. This is PSU, okay. At the first time, we have to focus in this PSU, okay. Let's start. Okay, at the first time, we must control the essential voltage. Okay, put the ground here. I set my multimeter in voltage. We focus here in this point in the PS on. First line, PS on. And second wire, it's standby. Okay, PS on 3.3 volt, it's okay. Standby 5 volt, it's okay. We have here in this wire here 5.3 volt, it's not okay. Okay, and we have 15 volt here. 15 volt here is not okay. We have a PS on here. T.3 is okay. Donc, PS on, it's here, but it's not enabled. Okay. We have here in this wire here VS on. Okay. VS on. Look at this paper here. VS is 207 volt, okay, and VA 54. This is a VATP test point. Well, look at this. In this point, there is not 54, and this point here for a VSTP, VS test point, there is no voltage here. There is not voltage enabler here. Okay. The problem is not coming from PSU. You know why? Because a PSU, he must enable this 3.3 like this in this point. Is not enabled here to see here in this place. Okay, in this keyboard of K, this LED is not power. The problem, 18% it's here in the control board. Okay, look at this. This wire here, come to this keyboard K. Okay, look at this. 5 volt, it's okay. 5 volt 2 is okay. This is, I suppose, it's a ground and ground. 5 volt 2, okay. 3.2, it's okay. Here, in this wire white, we must This voltage here is seeking. It's seeking voltage here 3.3 is missing. Okay? Light. No red light. Because this 3.3 it's a function. For a function. Is not enabled from the CPU. Let's take a look back from my SMPS to continue explain. Okay? Okay, I have returned the PS2 board. Okay, I plug the cable. Okay, let's test first 5 volt. We have to note to check fuse because we have 5 volt and 3.3 volt. Important note, we have in this board we have a VS on, okay, VS on, like PS on. It comes from the motherboard, okay. Look at this area. This area here, this is a hot area, and the second area here, it's a cold area. We must work in the cold area because we have a 5 volt and 5.2 volt for standby. Okay, we have for standby, and 3.3 it's for PS on. Let's focus in this point. Okay, this is ground. Like here, I have put my probe here. Look at this. In this MOSFET here, 5.2 volt. And this pin, 5.2 volt. Okay, they come here and come here in the relay. Okay, in the relay here, 5.2 volt and 5.2 volt. There is a problem here. I suppose there is a transistor here is dead because we have in this point must be a ground. When we put a voltage from a base, this point with contact the ground and became a ground this point, not 5 and 2 volt. In this situation, okay, we have at the in the hot area, we have here, okay, in this point, we must this point contact this point to continue his track and become him in this bridge of diode, okay, because here we have not 220 volt, okay, because this pin is not connected, because we must we must be in this point 5 volt, and this point will be ground. Okay, I must first remove this transistor and contact this pin from this pin. Okay, this pin will be ground. Okay, wait, first I do a jumper here. Okay, I plug the cable here of 220. We have to listen a click. Okay, click of the relay. Donc we have in this point 5 volt is okay here, 5 volts is okay. Okay, look at this point here. Donc the second voltage will be generated 5.2 volt and 15 volt. This are two MOSFET here Look at this. This is for 5.2, and this for, we have 22 here, but we must need 15 volt here. Is not active here, okay? Is not active here. Look at this point. This point will be contact. This point, there is a metal here, a metal wire, and this point will be 5.2 volt. Is not here. You know why? Because this gate is not contacted but this submicron, because the instruction of detect 5.2 and detect 15 volt is not presented here, because it is not sent by motherboard. Okay, the problem is not here in the MOSFET. I suppose everything is good here in this moment. I suppose everything was here. In this point we have not the VA voltage here. In this point there is a not VA volt. Okay, this is a millivolt, not in volt. And there is not here VS voltage. You know why? Because this submicron is in protected mode. Okay, we must focus in this area. I come back this PSU in his place. Wait, I have come back the PSU in his place. Okay, we plug again cable of 220. We have to listen a click of a relay. We put here black probe and positive probe here. They have not 5.3 volt and 15 volt. It's okay, but he must be active in this area. The CPU is too hot. Okay, I suppose there is a problem in the CPU. Okay, there is many voltages not active, like 3.3 of action, because there is no standby here light. I suppose there is a short, many short capacitor here. Let's test this. This area was shorted here, okay, and this is the output here. Oh, the CPU is gone. Okay, what we do in this situation? I have other card bus, but not the same card. But I needed to test if there is a problem in this main board or not. Okay, I go to search there. This is a card. It's not the same, but this card, it's from Samsung and from Plasma too. Okay, look at this number here, BN4101-361A. This is a code, it's not a brand. Yes, this is a brand. Okay, and this card It's under this flex cup. Look at this number here, code B41013076A, and this 3061A. Maybe it's the same. Okay, I must return this card and this card and do a comparison here. Okay, we compare this card with this card. Okay, I have to explain for this PCU. We have under the board submicron. The submicron, it's like a comparator. Okay, there is 5.2 detection, 5.2 okay, must be active. Okay, standby detected, standby okay. Donc it's work like this. This submicron, there is always in the PSU they have a submicron. It's like a microcontroller. We compare the input with the output. Okay, if we have, for example, detect VS, he activated a VS. Okay, it's like this. He work like this. Standby on, PS on, PS okay, VS on, VS detect, VS okay, 15 volt detect, 15 volt okay. He work like this, like comparator. Okay, I return this motherboard in this moment. Sorry for my bad English. Sorry for bad English, my bad English. Okay, I must return this two board and compare wire by wire. Okay, for keyboard K, it's the same. Look at this, 3.3 for faction. There is 3.3 here. Okay, there is a GND here. Is not motioned here. There is NC. Okay, LED standby, LED STB. Okay, they have here LED STB and have K2, K1, LED STB, K2, K1. This point, it's for SDA and SAL, serial clock and serial data. This point here is the same, serial clock and serial data and serial clock. 3.3 is here, function here. Okay, 5 volt. There is a function here. This, it's not 3 volt, it's 5V3, 5.3 volt, and GND and here, and GND and here. Okay, in this port is the same. Some percent is the same. This port and this port is the same. We have a second port here. Second port for a buzzer. Okay, buzzer is here, 2 buzzer. Okay, is the same. Air please. Okay, air please, right, minus, right, left please, left, minus. Is the same here. Okay, is the same for a buzzer. Okay, let's focus. For a cable from SMPS, we come from here. Okay. I talk with this cable. He come from SMPS. Look at this port here. Okay. It's not visible. Okay, we have here 15 volt and 15 volt here, GND 552 GND. It's not visible. Okay, we have 15 and GND here, and 5 volt and 5 volt, 2 point here is 5 volt, and 2 GND and 15 volt here, and GND and 5 volt here, and ps on or power SW here. Okay, let's look at if there is the same here. There is here. Look at this. $15 volt is here. 5 volt it's here. GND it's here. 15 volt it's here. This pin must be GND, and this 5 volt and this power switch. I suppose there is the same. Yes, it's the same. Okay. In this time we focus in this port for LVDS, like this and like this. I must compare pin per pin. Okay, every pin here, it's connected here in this point. Okay, this is his schematic. The schematic here and here, maybe some percent it's the same. Okay, I must to test every pin here with this FPC cable here and compare with this. If there is the same, I put this card in this TV and look at the result. Okay. After comparing every pin for this card and this card, it was the same. Okay, the same pins. Okay, this is the old card and this is new card. Okay, let's try to see a result here. Okay, I plug the cable here and look at the result. The result of the video, it's like this, with many lines here. This TV, it was in the recycle bin. Okay, one client, he come with this TV and give it to me for a part, to take apart. Okay, I have to restore it, and he worked perfectly with this line here. This is bad signal of the plate. Okay, of satellite. This is video of today. The TV work perfectly. Okay, TV work perfectly. They have a bond here and many line here. This video for today. See you next video. Bye.